Hello, good morning. My name is Zavodny. I play the guitar, and you can hear some music in the background, which I just done that. It's like a narrative music. You can talk through it, which what I'm doing. My real name is Zavain Mardirosyan. It's an Armenian name in origin. Whenever you see IAN or YAN, it's an Armenian name, ending with that is. So you get Kevorkian, Dr. Kevorkian, the Mercy Doctor, Kardashians, and many others, Sarkisians, which was Cher's last name. My name is Mardirosyan or Martirosyan. It's Greek in origin, like Martyros, which is of the martyrs. So one of my great granddads was Greek in origin, who came to Armenia, and hence stayed, and they became Armenians. Now that matters what you are, really, in essence. It's nice to be recognized as being an Armenian because we were apparently, according to my dad in any case, and many other people, we were the first nation to accept Christianity in the world. I don't know when that happened. The Romans didn't like us, or we didn't like the Romans. We all became Christians eventually. Not that I can distinguish between any other religions. Although I attended my early days of schooling was an Armenian school where it was run by the church, and I became a servant of the church, cleaning the floors, the altar, sometimes even chanting, using percussions or the incense throwing, as they do in the Orthodox churches, Greek Orthodox, or Armenian Orthodox, or Russian Orthodox. They're all Orthodox, whatever that meant. However, I was brought up in Britain, in England. In Exeter, I took my schooling days, and then eventually I went to university or School of Pharmacy in Sunderland, and qualified there in 1975, 76. I took the registration of the Royal Pharmaceutical Society a year later. I practiced there, had few pharmacies. I got married. Well, I got married first, and then I had two pharmacists. I got married to another pharmacist, a clever girl, but I'm afraid she dumped me eventually for many other reasons. Not my fault, really, in essence, neither her fault. Stayed single for at least 9 years. I went to Belfast trying to be happy with an Northern Irish lady, but the people there were divided between Catholic and Protestants, and I was in a very strongly staunched Protestant area where I bought two pharmacies. They realized that I'm Orthodox, which is very near to Catholics. So they intimidated me. They wanted money, so I closed. Well, I pulled the shutter down on one of them after lots of intimidation and ransacking the pharmacy. I lost lots of money there, I thought, but nobody compensated for any of the losses. Eventually, I went back to mainland England, in Kent, where I bought a small pharmacy. For 6-7 years later, I met my wife, Carol, in Brunswick, Georgia, and then got married, and I've been here for 23 years now in Georgia, USA. I like the place. It's quiet and people are friendly. There's no discrimination or distinction between who you are, what you do, what you don't do. I built my own pharmacy, well, I had it built from scratch. Other pharmacists weren't very happy to see another pharmacy being built, but eventually they accepted me for 10 years. I got to the age of 70. In fact, I started at pharmacy when I was 60. A bit late, but nevertheless, by the time you pass your exams and you work for other people, I worked for every single chain in USA, starting with a hospital locally here, CVS in Tifton. I came to Kroger's in Waycross, Walmart in Waycross, worked for Walgreens in Waycross and Brunswick, and I worked for Rite Aid before they went into Chapter 11 recently. And then I worked for a small group called Harvey's, and from Harvey's I worked for Target pharmacies in Augusta and Evans in Georgia. I'm here. I retired 3 years ago, approximately, and I always played guitar and a bit of piano. I'm not really good at piano because my fingers are arthritic. Well, I shouldn't really have the guitar. But I try my best on both of the instruments. It's very difficult to understand music because it's so different from pharmacy, really. Scales and all that, and I had to learn them from scratch. Although I learned them when I was a little boy, but I've forgotten them, and eventually I became obsessed with wanting to learn more of the music, which I did. You can see in the background of the music here being played. There you go. This music is like lots of vibrato, or what you call echo involved in it. I'm being very optimistic about amplifiers, so to say. They have some very clever amplifiers. They can produce all sorts of sounds when you're playing your music. Some people like it, some people don't. It's still there. In any case, what I was going to say, I gave you enough information about me, my name, where I come from, how things are developing. But I discovered I have a heart problem. The second year when I was in USA, I had a heart attack. They put me a stent, recovered, and been 21 years, that stent's still there. Occasionally I get what's called AFib, and they test me and say, you're okay, go home, you know. And this time other things have happened, like hyperthyroidism, causing the thyroid to release more thyroid in my blood. Makes me very active, so I lost 70 pounds. That was good, but not that way. However, it's by the by. I'm still alive, and while I'm still alive, I'm going to play the music. Hopefully you like what I'm playing. One thing I'd like to say about YouTube and TikTok, they're good platforms for publishing your music or your whatever you want to do. I think it is eventually they have to reward you, even if they send you in the mail a little pen saying TikTok reward or YouTube reward. You know, I've never seen anything nice touches like that from those two people. Well, what do they do with the money when they make it? All these adverts and all that stuff. You know, you think a creator who's doing some music for them every day or every other day, perhaps. With YouTube, I had, under my last count, I had 940 pieces. Some of them were shorts because they like shorts, YouTube, and some of them are more than 4 minutes. Some of the views I had 3,000 approximately. I played the Spanish piece on a electric guitar. They were so flabbergasted. Really? I thought. In any case, so whoever watching all this music on YouTube or TikTok, please remember, send me a pen saying reward from TikTok or reward from YouTube, or even a T-shirt or something silly, you know. I don't want their money. Well, I don't really need money as such. I mean, 74, what the hell? How many years going to live? However, I'm still here, I'm still alive, and hope you like my music. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.